welcome to Mindful Movement with Mia B. I'm Mia B, and I'm excited to go through 15 minutes of seated yoga postures with you today. The series that we're going to be taking our postures from is called Pawan Muktanasana, and it eloquently translates in Sanskrit to wind relieving poses. So all of the blockages that we have in our intestines and our belly, just from here to here, we're going to be releasing those blockages and really strengthening that core, empowering it today. While we go through all our poses, while we're breathing, I want you to remember this mantra. I treat my body with loving kindness. I treat my body with loving kindness. Let's get started. So we're going to start grounding our feet, grounding our sitting bones, maybe coming a little further up in your chair. Yeah, and once we're grounded, we're going to do some Paranguli Naman, which translates into toe bending. We're just going to do 3 on each side. So we're going to start with the right leg, lifting it up towards the sky, maybe pointing that ankle. We're going to squeeze our toes, and then we're going to pull them in towards our body. And squeezing our toes, and when we pull them in, taking an in-breath, and squeeze out, and in. And you can just drop that leg. We're going to move to the left. Lift toward the sky, point the toe, and squeeze. And in, and squeeze. And in, and squeeze. And in, and releasing that foot to the ground. Next, we're going to do Go Gornan, which translates into ankle crank pose. So starting with the right leg, just move it up toward the sky again. And we're going to start moving our foot to the left, to the center. So cranking that foot around and just breathing in and out as you do this. And one more time. And we're going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, remembering our mantra, I treat my body with loving kindness. Now we're going to come to this side, and for the middle, and out. For the middle, and out. Don't forget to breathe. And around the other way. Breathing, breathing. Just relaxing that foot to the ground, finding your grounding in your feet and your seating bones. Always remembering to keep your spine straight and your core strong and engaged. We're going to move into Jonah Naman, which is knee bending. We're just going to do 3 on each side again and start with the right leg, the yang leg. So we're gonna bring our hands to our knee, bring our knee up, engaging the core, and hug the knee to the chest. And release. We're gonna do the left side. Hands to the knees, and hugging that knee to the chest, engaging the core, and release. 1. Breathe in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And maybe on that up breath, taking a nice sigh. One more time, in and out. And in. Hugging it just a little bit longer, and out. Coming into Ardha Chitali Asana, which translates to half butterfly pose. And there are lots of variations here. So just watch first. I'm going to take my right leg and show you the variations. So here, I'm going to take it, put it up on the chair, put the knee out, and then we're going to bring our foot either, if we can, all the way up to where our leg meets the body. You can take it to the middle, or you can take it to the edge of the leg towards the knee. And even if this is hard, you can also slide your leg down as far as you need to do this exercise. So wherever your comfort level is, remember, I'm treating my body with loving kindness. And we're going to start this half butterfly pose. Hi, that's my cat Tanko, by the way. Hello. She loves the energy of yoga. So we're going to pull this foot up in toward our heart chakra, keeping the core very strong, straightening the spine up to the sky. So here we go, and one, and out, and two, and and three, and just that feels good. We're just going to take this leg, drop it to the ground, ground your seating bones, ground your feet. Here's your left side. The foot comes onto the seat. Give it a little hug. We're going to put it out to the side. Coming here, 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 or even here into half butterfly pose. And taking this leg, we're just going to bring it to the heart chakra. Breathing in and out, and in and out. And one more time, in for strong, and out. And while we're doing these exercises, you should be feeling your core getting stronger. So if you're not feeling that burn here, then just try to put your consciousness in your abdomen and see if you can just clench those muscles to make a strong, strong core. Next, we're moving on to Skanda Chakra, which is a shoulder socket rotation. So, feet hips distance apart, arms come out, hands up at the height of the shoulders, and then we bend our arms. Our fingertips are going to touch our shoulders, elbows are going to come together, and we're going to do 3 rotations. Down, up, and around. Down, up, and around. And we breathe out on the down and in. And now we're going to take it backward. In and releasing out. In, releasing out. In and releasing out. Take it to the middle. Open those hands and drop them to the side. Now we're going to come into Raju Karshanasana, which is a really fun one. It's Raju Karshanasana means pulling the rope. So you take your legs. You're going to want to take them to a nice, comfortable, wide distance. Hands and fists on the top of the knees. We're going to come up with the right hand as if we're coming up and grabbing a rope up here. And this rope, on the other end of it, it has a nice heavy weight. So when we pull down, you're going to feel this really strong activation in your arm muscles and in your core muscles. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And there we go. Now the left side. In and out. Breathing out and feeling it in the core and in the arm. Nice. And in. Grabbing that rope. Pulling it down all your might. In. Grab the rope, pull. Strengthening the core. And one more on each side. In. And breathing out. And in. One more time. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing all the way down to the knees. And congratulate yourself. That was a tough one. Now we're going to come into Gat Yatmak Meru Vakrasana. And that translates to dynamic spinal twist. So we're going to keep our legs open wide. And there's several variations here, so I want you to listen first and find the variation that suits you. You can take your arms out to the side at the height of your shoulders. You can take your arms up like we did in the shoulder rotation. So yeah, just palms up, touch the shoulders. Or you can take your hands into a nice Pranam Asana Namaste prayer pose. And we're just going to twist the body. And as we twist the body, we want to make sure that our spines are straight. There's just this power flow coming up through your body, out through your head, kind of pulling, tugging up on your head right there. Your core muscles really, really tight here. And we're going to go to the right. Here we go. 1. And forward. And out. Breathe. And forward. And again. Out. And forward. Engaging that core. Breathe out. And breathe in. And one more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Coming right into Chaki Chalanasana, one of my favorite poses, turning the mill. Keeping our legs wide again. We are going to pretend that there are 2 stones, one on top of the other. This is in India, this is how they did it. 2 stones on top of the other, and in the middle there's this grain. And when they turn the mill, they're grinding up that grain into flour. So, here we go. We're going to grind the grain. Take our hands, put them at shoulder height, clasp them. We're going to start moving forward and to the right. Make sure your sitting bones are really strongly rooted to the ground and your feet are strongly rooted. And just take special care to be kind to your body and not overextend. Okay, here we go. 1. Turning the mill forward and coming backwards. 2. Forwards to the side, backwards. 3. Back and to the middle. And we're going to go the other way now. Middle and forward release. And then out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And just shake out those wrists a little bit. Shake out those feet. Gonna go right into Nauka Sun Chalanasana, rowing the boat. To row the boat, we're gonna take our feet hip distance apart. So bringing those feet in, ground them, round the sitting bone. And we're gonna start with our hand in fifth, and we wanna tuck our thumb. When we tuck our thumbs, we're activating some fire in our body. So it's a fire activation pose. Head to the sky, core strong. We're gonna start moving upwards. So all the way up. Just like you're rowing a boat, and forward with straight arms. Straight arms pulling it back. And feel it in the core. Up. And out. And in. And out. Let's just do that one more time because it feels really good. And out. And now we're just going to go backwards, forward, and down. Feeling it in the arms and the core. Forward. And down. Strong arms. Forward. And down. And since we did 4 on the other side, let's balance that out with 4 on this side. Forward. And down. Ooh. Now we're going to chop some wood. Kashta Takshanasana. The legs are going to come apart again because we're going to need a place for our wood to be. And it's right here. And we've got our axe clasped between our hands. Starting at the bottom, at the base of our bodies, we're going to breathe in, coming up. And as we come down, following our hands with our eyes, we're going to make a ha sound. So it goes ha. So let's try that 3 times. Ha. Really activating. Ha. Feeling the fire. Feeling the blockages in the stomach release. Ha. Lovely. Now we're going to come into Ardha Matsyenasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. And this is one of my favorite poses. It's a twisting pose. So we'll start crossing our left leg over our right leg. Taking our left hand to the inside of our right leg and moving up with our right hand and back. And let's see, you can just grab the chair like that, or you could put your hand down here. But basically, the main thing is just to keep the spine straight and twist. And as we twist, we out breath. And as we take an in breath, we lengthen up. So out breath, twist. In breath, lengthen towards the sky. Out breath, twist. In breath, lengthen towards the sky. We're going to come out of that. Opening up the right arm, bringing it forward. Taking this left arm, bringing it out, and uncrossing legs. I'm going to take that to the other side. Take the right leg, cross it over the left. Take the right hand to the inside of the right leg, and the left hand's going to come up, around, and behind you. grabbing the chair or maybe coming to the bottom of the chair, whichever you prefer. And we're gonna twist. So remembering, as we breathe out, we're twisting. As we breathe in, we're lifting towards the heaven. And breathe out. And in. And out. And in. And we're gonna release that. Just releasing left arm forward. Right arm outwards, uncrossing the legs. And to finish up, we're going to come into some nice cat and cow. So, raise our hand, give it a nice placing our hands on our knees. Arch the back, breathe out, and that's cat. And then we're gonna stretch the shoulders back, heart shooting up towards the sky, into cow. Breathing out, and in. Seeing if you can find an ujjayi breath here, which is a nice throat breath. We're going to do that a couple more times. Maybe we can try that ujjayi breath. You feel it in the throat, breathing through the nose, and it's almost like there's a snore going on right here. So let's try that a couple more times. Let's go to cat, breathing out, and cat, and cow, and cat, and cow. Now crossing the hands, raising them up to the sky. We're going to come into an Om. So in breath here, and on the out breath, just Om. Release your hands to your legs, keeping the eyes closed. Just start to breathe and relax. If you want to, you can keep your spine straight. Or if you feel like, I'm going to move my seat back in my chair and just rest a little bit, that's fine too. Just find a nice space where you can relax and breathe. Just letting out all the tension, being grateful that you showed up today, and remembering that every small movement can lead to gigantic healing. And as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, holding our mantra in our mind, I treat my body with loving kindness. I treat my body with loving kindness. Just find your regular breath. Relax. And when you're ready, start moving your little fingers and wiggling your toes. Put your hands together. We're going to do a fun little heat rub. Rub those hands. Get them nice and hot. If you have glasses on like I do, take them off really quickly. And cover those eyes with the hand. Just start blinking slowly. Your hands over the eye. Waking up. Joy in our heart. And when you're ready, you can just release your hand and come into a namaste. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again.